spiritual essence needs to be in order if you're talking about getting these things that you're desiring. You're thinking it's coming from man because I'm going to sign this and this and this. Man can't give you nothing. If it's meant for you, then you're going to get it. But if it's not, he can try to give it to you. It's going to be taken away from you. Have you ever given somebody a gift who really wasn't deserving of that gift? Like I had this woman, she was telling me about her husband, and he was hooked on whatever he was hooked on. But she was like, I really just tried so hard with him, and I gave him, I gave him a car, and he wrecked it. It was a brand new car. He wrecked it 2 days later. That way he wasn't supposed to have a car. That's an example. If you've ever given your children something and they tear it up or they lose it, they weren't supposed to have it because they weren't really worthy of it. And so again, you can try to give somebody something as a gift. If they're not supposed to have it, they're not going to be able to keep it, period. And the same token, if something is for you, nobody can keep it away from you, period. Okay, so let me get on this, because we have people who, again, we found out that there's this estate and we want to tap into this estate. And you have all these people who have knowledge of the law and what have you. And I had one friend who was able to use her social security number, or she did an A for V or whatever she did, and she showed me the proof. Oh yeah, this paid off my light bill. But then they reversed it. And then I had another one, she got a house paid for, the light bill, water bill, all paid for, didn't have to pay for anything because she did a process. But for whatever reason, she couldn't keep the house. For whatever reason, she couldn't keep the house. And both of these people who know law and they know how to tap in and they studied this TDA and all this, they stay broke. They stay broke because they're not putting anything into the universe to receive what they're asking for. They stay broke. I need y'all to understand something. Why I keep telling you, man can't give you anything. The last shall be first asked me if I think women will rise again. Women are rising again. Women are rising again. And to my sisters, as you're getting your power back, we want to make sure that we stay righteous, because we actually, the reason why we went into that situation where women were enslaved was for the simple fact that women did dirt to men. Women were brutal to men. Women used to be like the Amazon women. Those were your natural women. All right, your Amazon women, Khalifa tribe, those were larger women. And so yeah, you're getting your powers back, but make sure that we always are righteous in whatever power that we wield. We don't ever want to be disrespectful or hurtful to another being, like melanated people were enslaving the Albion. You don't want to do that again. This is why we are here. Now you're coming back around to getting your power, getting your wealth, getting the return of your knowledge. Great. Make sure that we are very good stewards with our funds. As spiritual entities, what we have to recognize is that everything that we do deals with what we put out, the energies we put out. And that is very important for us to recognize so that we are coming out of the victim state. If you're coming in, for example, to the university and your whole idea is, we're going to get them, I want everything back, we're going to get it back, and wanting to fight, that's the wrong energy. You're not operating in your right mind. Those type of people, they do not win. They don't. As I just told you about the two examples of one woman, yeah, she did some things where she was able to do an A for V or whatever she did, a money order, and she was able to get her light bill paid, but then they reversed it. And then you had this other woman over here, she had a house, again, the house was paid for in full, water bill, light bill paid for, but she couldn't keep the house. It wasn't for her because she didn't put the energy out. And as I told you, these two people that I know, they stay broke. Oh yeah, you got the house paid for, but then, oh, but you know, I need some food stamps, and then I can't pay for the gas, and then because you're not putting anything out. And that's the issue. All right, so I need to get on understanding how the universe works. The law of compensation, which is a universal principle. One of my favorites. Law of compensation, if you get the universal law chart, it's number 6. And what it deals with is when you put out an energy, it comes back in multiples. So the universe is not just going to, if you put out a seed or plant a seed, because really, let's understand, a seed is an energy. It's a contract. A dollar is a contract. It's a seed. It's an energy. So if I put out $1, by law, the universe is going to bring those back to me in multiples. And the same way you plant a seed, when you plant that seed, as long as you putting that seed in good soil, doesn't have fungus in it, doesn't have mildew and other issues going on with the soil, and you nurture it, then the seed is going to grow. It's the same thing with the money. If you put your money out there and you put it out with love, gratitude, happiness, kindness, the universe has to send it back. And it doesn't matter what you're doing it for. It doesn't matter if it's for your light bill, your water bill. It doesn't matter if it's for your mortgage or your car note. As long as you put it out with love and gratitude, by law, the universe has to send it back to you. This is the money you want right here. Universal currency.